Hey everyone, this is Ronald Tamp. I'm in my new reptile room, my new place of residence. I'm finally moved in. I'm very happy. I don't know if you can see behind me, I got my Reptile Basics with Varying Electronics V7 or CB70 rack in this corner. I have both of my large female Brazilian rainbows in their 3x2 the Varying Electronics cages. And as we speak right now, Irene is eating or trying to find the head of the rat right now. And me being in front of the cage probably isn't helping none. So yeah, I just fed them. And then to my right over here, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this rack. This is a rack that I purchased at a reptile show. I think it was last January at Pomona. That's a sea serpents rack, and it's a V35 short rack. So those are the Vision short rack. It's a four level. I haven't used it yet. I don't know what I'm going to put in it. I just kind of have it. So I may use it for quarantine, a quarantine holding facility, you know, in the other room, of course. So I'm totally stoked because I have a quarantine room now, a real quarantine room. I can actually put new animals in the other room, not have to worry about things. So I'm stoked. So anyways, the purpose of this video though is to talk about feeding. I had a request from one of my subscribers, one of my viewers, and wanted to, or he or she wanted to see or hear about how I feed. Not just, I guess, not just watching the snakes eat, but what my methods are. But I want to start by saying, first off, to start with, finding a good source is probably important. The most important thing is finding a good source, a reputable source, something that you know you're getting good, clean food prey items from. There's lots and lots of different companies now that produce and ship frozen thawed to your front door. That's probably the cheapest, most economical way to go. There's also your local pet shops. Some pet shops, reptile stores in particular, will pre-kill your rodents for you. That's what I actually did today. I found a new reptile store in town and they pre-killed them for me because I don't feed my snakes live prey items. So, and I'll talk about that in a second. So basically, yeah, getting a good source, getting a good company that you trust and is reliable and ships to your door in a timely manner, and they arrive frozen and not thawed, and you know all that good stuff. Or get from the pet store. I mean, Petco's, PetSmarts, the different companies like that, they sell them. They sell them in little individual bags that are frozen. They have pinkies all the way up to large rats, I believe. They're a little pricey, but they have them, so that's always an option too. Well, heck, let's just get into it. I don't feed my snakes live prey. Okay, the reason is if the snake misses the head and hits the rear end of the rats turn around and bite the snake, gives them nasty wounds. It's more humane, in my opinion, just to give them pre-killed. I guess if you've ever fed live prey items, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it can get kind of messy. But anyways, that I just prefer to feed frozen thawed. It's just a whole lot easier and safer for the snake. How often do I feed my snakes? I feed my snakes every 7 to 14 days. Sometimes every week, sometimes every 2 weeks, depending if they're in shed. If they're in shed, they'll miss a week, they'll miss that week, and then they'll eat the following week. So 7 to 14 days. That's why I say 7 to 14. So, all right. And how to properly thaw your rodents. Warm water, not scalding hot water. I've been told not to do that. It's just, it can ruin the meat. It can cook the meat if it's too hot and you thaw it too quick, and you don't want to do that. So warm water, grab the rat in your hand, make sure you don't feel any cold spots. If you feel cold, it's still frozen inside. Don't feed it to your snake. Your snake does not want a rat sickle. Okay? Not good for it. It can regurgitate it, shock its system. Heck, it can even probably give it respiratory infections. That from what I've heard. I don't know. I don't want to chance it. So after it's thawed completely and you don't feel any more cold spots in the rodent, I like to warm my rodents back up with some additional warm water. Dump out the room temperature water or cold water and fill back up with some nice hot water, warm water. When I say hot, I don't mean like scalding. I just mean like jacuzzi, hot tub temperature water. You know, like put your foot in there and it's like, ow, oh, ow, but it feels good. Yeah, that kind of water, that kind of hot water, bathtub water. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect. So warm it up. I even like to dry my rodents off, so it makes them, fluffy again and more. I don't know. If I was a snake, I would want mine dried off. I don't think I'd want to eat a wet rodent. I think I would prefer to have it dried off and fuzzy, fluffy. So that's what I do. Size of prey. Size of prey, you're going to want to feed your rodents, your prey items, chicks, whatever you're feeding. No, it could be a tiny bit larger than the largest part of the snake's body. So that's about it. I mean, if the rat is this big around, then your snake should be about that big around, basically. So or vice versa. If your snake's this big around, your rat shouldn't be much more bigger around than that. That's how you guesstimate it. Okay. So you may ask the question, well, Ron, what about all the snakes in the wild that eat all these large prey items, right? You see them on TV. I've seen them in the wild. I've fed my snakes really large prey items with huge bulges in their bellies, and it's cool. Let's see how big of an item we can give our python, right? We've seen it 100 times. We've seen other people do it. It's okay. I mean, they can do it, right? Not the best thing for your snake though all the time. It's not good. It's not easy on the digestive system. You run a high risk of regurgitation, and gosh, could you imagine having to regurgitate something that big? I mean, it takes them that long to get something down. In some cases, an hour, 2 hours, depending on the size of the prey, and then having to regurgitate it. Man, I don't want to take that chance. So I don't feed my snakes large, extra large, supersize prey items. I stick to just about the same size girth as their body. Okay, so. But in the wild, though, you ask, right? How do they do it, Ron? In the wild they do it? Well, snakes are opportunistic feeders, meaning they're going to take whatever they can get when they can get it because they don't know when they're going to get it again. Get it? All right. So that's that. That's your answer. That's about it. I don't think there's really anything else to cover. But yeah, I'm still waiting for Irene back here. She's still looking for the head. I'm going to have to probably wiggle it again and get her to wrap up on it. Hopefully she'll take the head. If they take the head, usually, that sounds bad. If she strikes around the head area, usually they'll swallow it down. They won't have to readjust, the position. Sometimes they grab by the butt. They have to it takes them forever to freaking find the head to swallow it. It's like, no patience for that. It's like, hurry up, can't you see the head? It's right there. No, they don't see it. But, yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to sign off for now, I guess. I'm tired. I just worked all day today, and I'm just tired. But I wanted to hurry up and do this video because my snakes were hungry, and I was waiting for Mona to shed, and she finally shed. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do a video today. I'm going to do it. I'm going to feed them, and I'm going to do it no matter what. So, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. All my new subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you for all the comments and interaction. My channel is doing much better, and I'm working hard. I'm trying to give you guys good content as much as possible. So, thanks a lot. I'll see you next time. Have a good day.